Blue, red, and green were not your average boys. They were a unique trio, each with their own distinct personality and charm. Their skin colors were not just for show, they represented the very essence of who they were. Blue, with his skin like the summer sky, was the chill one, always calm, always relaxed. He loved to spend his days lying on grassy fields, feeling the gentle breeze, or relaxing on a hammock with a good book. His favorite spot was by the riverside, where he could sit for hours, listening to the soothing sound of the water flowing by. Red, fiery as his name, was the impulsive one, always ready for action. He was the kind of boy who couldn't sit still for a moment. Whether he was running energetically through the park, flexing his muscles to show off his strength, or jumping with excitement at the slightest provocation, Red was always on the move. His energy was infectious, and he had a way of pulling everyone around him into his whirlwind of activity. And Green, well, Green was the goofy one. He had a knack for making everyone laugh with his silly antics. Whether he was making funny faces, playing with oversized glasses, or doing a silly dance, Green knew how to lighten the mood and bring a smile to everyone's face. With skin like a spring meadow, he brought laughter wherever he went. Green had a special connection with nature, and he loved to spend time in flower-filled meadows, surrounded by blooming flowers. He would often be seen holding a bouquet of flowers, laughing and spreading joy to everyone around him. "Dude, where are we?" Red asked, scratching his head. He looked around curiously, trying to make sense of their surroundings. His puzzled expression was a stark contrast to his usual confident demeanor. "I don't know," Blue replied, his voice as smooth as jazz. "But it looks interesting." Green burst into laughter. "This place is bananas!" he exclaimed, his laughter echoing through the air. The three boys looked around in wonderment, taking in the sights and sounds of their new surroundings. They had no idea where they were, but they were excited to explore and see what adventures awaited them. As they ventured further, they found themselves walking through a vibrant forest, the trees towering above them, and the sunlight filtering through the leaves. They discovered a hidden waterfall, its crystal-clear waters cascading down the rocks. The boys couldn't resist taking a dip, splashing around and enjoying the cool water. As night fell, they sat around a campfire, sharing stories and roasting marshmallows. The fire crackled and popped, casting a warm glow on their faces. They lay on their backs, stargazing and marveling at the beauty of the night sky. Green entertained them with shadow puppets, his hands creating intricate shapes that danced in the firelight. Eventually the boys fell asleep under the stars, their dreams filled with the promise of more adventures to come. The next morning they woke up to a beautiful sunrise, the sky painted in hues of pink and orange. They packed up their belongings, ready to set off on a new adventure. With Blue's calm demeanor, Red's boundless energy, and Green's infectious laughter, they knew that whatever lay ahead, they would face it together as a colorful trio. They found themselves in a world unlike any other. It was a kaleidoscope of flashing images, catchy phrases, and bizarre scenarios. Memes in all their glory surrounded them. Giant grumpy cats scowled from billboards. Nyan cats zipped across the sky, leaving trails of rainbows. It was overwhelming to say the least. "Whoa, it's like someone vomited the internet," Red exclaimed. "Look, it's Doge," Green shouted, pointing at a Shiba Inu riding a rocket. Blue chuckled. "This is either the coolest thing ever or the start of a very strange headache." Suddenly a booming voice echoed through the meme-verse. "Greetings, colorful travelers. Welcome to the meme-verse. Only those who can navigate its wacky challenges will earn the ultimate prize, the golden meme." Red's eyes lit up. "A challenge? I'm in. This sounds like fun," Green chimed in. Blue sighed. "Well, we're not going to get out of here by standing around." The first challenge was to cross a river of upvote arrows without getting swept away. Simple enough, right? But the boys were constantly distracted by the memes flying past. One minute they were dodging a dramatic chipmunk, the next, they were laughing at a bad luck Brian. "Focus, guys!" Blue shouted, trying to keep his balance. "Look, it's the keyboard cat!" Green shrieked, pointing to a cat playing a piano made of upvotes. Red facepalmed. "This is hopeless." Section 5, Triumph and Treachery. Despite the distractions, the boys managed to cross the river. They celebrated their victory, feeling confident. But their joy was short-lived. As they continued their journey, they encountered another group of contestants, a trio of girls, their skin colored purple, orange, and yellow. "Well, well, well. Look who we have here," sneered the purple girl. "Fresh meat." "We're not afraid of you," Red retorted, puffing out his chest. Section 6, A Shocking Discovery. The girls laughed, a sound as sharp as broken glass. Their laughter echoed through the room, bouncing off the walls and filling the space with an almost eerie sense of joy. It was the kind of laughter that made you question what was so funny and whether you were the butt of the joke. "Oh, we're not here to fight," said the orange girl, her voice dripping with a mix of confidence and cunning. She leaned in closer, her eyes narrowing as she whispered, "We're here to make a deal. We're here to make a deal." The words hung in the air, heavy with implication. It wasn't just any deal. It was a proposition that could change the course of their little competition. The girls had a plan, and they needed the boys to make it work. The deal was simple. The two groups would work together to win the golden meme, then split the prize. It sounded straightforward, but everyone knew that in the world of memes, nothing was ever as simple as it seemed. The girls had a reputation for being strategic masterminds, and the boys were wary. The boys, wary but intrigued, agreed. They couldn't help but be drawn in by the allure of the golden meme, a prize that promised not just glory but also a significant boost in their social standing. They nodded, albeit hesitantly, their curiosity piqued. They soon learned that the girls were masters of manipulation, using their knowledge of memes to their advantage. The girls had an uncanny ability to predict which memes would go viral, and they used this skill to craft a strategy that was almost foolproof. They spent hours on the computer, analyzing trends and plotting their next move. "Wait a minute," Blue said, his brow furrowed. He had been watching the girls closely, and something didn't sit right with him. There was a nagging feeling in the back of his mind, a suspicion that he couldn't shake. "Are you guys using memes to cheat?" The yellow girl shrugged, a sly smile playing on her lips. "Cheating? Oh, come on, Blue. We're just using our resources wisely," she said, her tone dismissive. The room fell silent for a moment, the tension palpable. All's fair in love and memes. The phrase echoed in Blue's mind, a reminder of the unspoken rules of their world. In the end, it wasn't about playing fair, it was about playing smart. And in the game of memes, the smartest players always came out on top. The groups exchanged knowing looks, a silent agreement that this was just the beginning of a much larger game. With their deal sealed, the two groups set out to conquer the meme world together. They knew that the road ahead would be filled with challenges, but they were ready. Armed with their combined knowledge and a newfound sense of camaraderie, they prepared to face whatever came their way. They spent countless hours brainstorming, each idea more outrageous than the last. The room buzzed with energy as they worked together, their creativity flowing freely. It was a collaboration like no other, and they knew that they were on the verge of something great. And so, with a mix of determination and a touch of mischief, they set out to win the golden meme. It was a journey that would test their limits, challenge their perceptions, and ultimately, bring them closer together. In the end, it wasn't just about the prize, it was about the adventure and the bonds they formed along the way. Section 7, Memeified. The challenges became increasingly bizarre. They had to sing karaoke with a digitally altered Nicolas Cage, outrun a horde of socially awkward penguins, and solve riddles posed by the Velociraptor. Through it all, the girls continued their sneaky tactics, using memes to trip up the boys and steal the lead. "This isn't right!" Red shouted, frustrated. "They're playing dirty!" Green agreed. Blue, however, had a plan. Section 8, A Colorful Escape. Using his quick wit and knowledge of meme culture, Blue devised a plan to outsmart the girls. He challenged them to a meme duel, a battle of wits and meme references. The girls, overconfident, accepted. What they didn't realize was that Blue had a secret weapon: Green's infectious laughter. "Prepare to be memeified," Blue declared, a mischievous glint in his eye. Green unleashed a barrage of hilarious meme references, sending the girls into fits of laughter. They were completely disarmed. Section 9, Friendship Wins. This is a tale of camaraderie, strategy, and the unexpected joys of friendship. With the girls distracted, the boys made their move. They had been planning this for days, whispering in corners and drawing up strategies on napkins. The girls, on the other hand, were too busy enjoying their own jokes and laughter to notice the boys scheming. They sprinted towards the finish line where the golden meme awaited. The boys had visualized this moment countless times, imagining the thrill of victory and the cheers that would follow. Their hearts pounded in their chests as their feet pounded the ground. They crossed it just as the girls recovered from their laughing fit. The girls' laughter had been infectious, but now they were stunned into silence, watching the boys claim the prize they hadn't even realized was at stake. The girls were furious, but the boys didn't care. They had worked hard for this moment, and nothing could dampen their spirits. The girls' anger was a small price to pay for the sweet taste of victory. They had won, fair and square. The boys' celebration was a mix of relief and exhilaration. They had faced challenges and doubts, but their teamwork had pulled them through. They cheered, their voices echoing in the air. "We did it!" Red cheered, pumping his fist in the air. His joy was contagious, spreading to the other boys who joined in the celebration. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated happiness. "High five!" Green shouted, slapping Blue's hand. The high five was more than just a gesture. It was a symbol of their unity and shared triumph. Each slap of the hand was a reminder of the journey they had taken together. As they stood on the podium, the golden meme shimmering above them, they felt a sense of accomplishment that went beyond the physical prize. The golden meme was a symbol of their hard work, but it was the journey that had truly mattered. The boys realized that the real prize wasn't the meme itself, but the bond they had forged through laughter and adventure. They had started as a group of friends, but they had become a team, a unit that could face any challenge together. The golden meme was a reminder of their victory, but the memories they had created were the true treasure. They smiled at each other, knowing that this was just the beginning of many more adventures to come. The girls, seeing the boys' genuine happiness, couldn't stay mad for long. They joined in the celebration, realizing that the joy of friendship was a prize worth sharing. In the end, it wasn't about who won or lost, but about the fun they had and the bonds they had strengthened. Friendship, after all, was the greatest victory of all.